So much going on. I must remember, all of this is relationship. Relationship. What is your relationship like? What is your relationship like? How are your relationships? How are you keeping your relationships? Are you honoring your relationship? With yourself, with your ancestors, with creation, with your wife and children, with the land? Are you in balance? 2 days ago, I was fasting from English for the day. And I couldn't get warm. My body had the shivers. I'd have tea, I had coffee, I had all my sweaters on. But still, I couldn't get warm. And slowly, these thoughts were coming to me as I was trying to live my day in our language. No one can hear me. No one can understand what I'm saying. And by no one, I mean the people who I was around at that time. Sure, there are people who understand, but where I was at school, nobody could just Janet could understand me. That's it. And I felt very alone. And I was sad. And I started thinking, this is our country. This is our country. Where are the people? Where is our language in our own country? It made me very sad, and I needed to express that. So I went for a quick walk outside just to express this, and I recorded it in Southern Deshoney, and what I said in our language is Adze Janada, my heart is sad. Adze Janada Kanzanu, my heart is sick or sad today. No, I said Ainji Janada, I am sad. Adze Janada Kanzanu, my heart is sick today. Da Kunje Jao Nanje, where does our language live? Ajudanke di Tayak Anzanu, I don't hear our language today. Kunnerju Kuchanke Kunje, everyone speaks English. Dadan Kuchanke Kunje Shun, our people speak English as well. Ze Janada, my heart is sad or sick. Kuchanke Krishe, I speak our language. Kunnerju Ajuditai Kuchanke Kunje, everyone speaks. Everyone, I don't hear our language. I hear them talk English. Danke Jao Nanje Naje, where does our language live day, Ganzanu, Aju Danke Ditai. I don't hear our language. And after I said those words, it was like a rush of strength came into me. You know, I felt energized. I wasn't cold anymore, like physically. I don't know why. Maybe because I finally understood something. It was a really good day. And then I wrote it in my journal, and I want to speak this. I want to speak it. You're in a country where the people do not hear your language. This country is called Canada. The language of that country is your language, yet very, very, very few people speak your language. Your children, your friends, your family, they all speak a foreign language. I understand you all get this. I understand efforts are being made to change this. But on Monday I felt this deeply. It made me so sad. A depth of sadness I never felt before. My body was feeling weak and tired. After I spoke what I felt in that video, it was like a rush of energy entered my body. That was a wonderful feeling. All day I spoke our language, except for some exceptions from awesome friends and family. I might as well have been in another country. No one could understand me. This was sad, also, because I'm a teacher of this language, and it showed me how I was letting my students down. Later in the day, I had to go pick up a check from the KDFN First Nation. It was pretty cool. My bro Sean went with me and acted as my translator. Though Donna was really quick and figured out my intentions regardless. After that, I had to go to the bank and get some papers sent to our mortgage guy. I phoned Krista and asked if she could explain what I was doing to this bank lady. That was fun. Before heading home, me and the boys went to Superstore. On our way out, I saw an elder who was a fluent speaker of our language. I went to her and greeted her in our language. I asked how she was doing. She responded to me in English. I was initially discouraged. I realize now that she carries the stigma of the days when her language was not spoken in public amongst strangers. Perhaps if we were in the Champagne Community Hall during a potluck, she would speak to me in the language. On the other side of the coin, there were many times when people who never spoke a word to me in Dakwinjay attempted to speak. They would ask how to say something in our language. As well, my own children spoke more and were forced to try to understand me. My wife was amazing at her comprehension. I also had to teach a new game to the grade 7 students, which was a real challenge. Luckily, their teacher is pretty awesome and accommodating. She figured out my broken Southern Deshoney and miming and was able to relay what I was getting across to the kids. It was a really good day. I think this is growing pains in inviting your language to live in your home, to go with you to work, to enter your prayers and dreams. This is what I wrote. I go back to a relationship. It's so important every day to assess your relationships. How are they doing? How are you in balance? I think if I don't do this, I'll get sick. For a long time now. I felt like sickness was just on the other side of, waiting outside my door there. Everybody around me is getting sick. Not me. It's always just waiting. Are you in balance? Are you strong? How is your relationships? Are you maintaining your relationships? Do you know that this is important? This is all there is relationships. Do you know that? Does your body know this? Weakness is not a low immune system. That's not the truth. Weakness, sickness is forgetting your relationships, forgetting your relationship with your own body. Maybe you're being lazy. Maybe you're being neglectful. Maybe you're angry with your relationships. That is when you get weak.